We're fucking back like we fucking left something. It's episode 2. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Angelo is no longer a part of the show. He's basically the Jamie of the show now.
I got promoted.
He got demoted.
No, we'll get some better visuals.
Yeah, of me.
Of B-Tone.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to start this off addressing the fact that we had a bit of a lashback, a bit of a I don't know. How do you even put this? You know, people were upset.
They were a little taken back.
They were upset.
Taken back.
They were upset.
It's politically correct.
What can I say? We knew it was going to happen. I called it.
I thought it was going to be you first.
I thought for sure people were going to come after me, and they went after you, and you did nothing.
Not a thing. Just smoke good weed on the show. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, well,
it's okay.
It's okay. We're going to make it happen.
It's fun.
We're going to get some guests on the show. It's going to be just fun.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so we're back.
Let's get it rocking here.
The first thing I like to address is the fact that I this week came to the realization that I think Elon Musk is an alien.
Oh.
I truly think he's an alien, and let me explain why.
Okay. I'm gonna salute this real quick.
Yeah, salute. I think Elon Musk is a fucking alien, and I'm gonna explain why. So the whole COVID thing happened, right? And then, you know, the typical media pivot to the Ukraine now. They lost all steam on the COVID thing, and they're like, fuck it. We're that's it. Ukraine time, right? So now it's just full-time Ukraine, right? I think a lot of people, including Joe Rogan, tweeted even like, all right, like if aliens are coming down, come down now, right? If there's no better time than now. Like, I think most people would agree, like, listen, aliens, if you're coming down, bro, come down, dude.
Might as well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just come on down. Yeah. And my point is, I think they're already here, and I think they're definitely living among us, and I think Elon Musk is one of them.
You think so?
So.
Like even Men in Black?
No, worse. So, hear me out.
All right, listen.
Imagine, right, this does turn into a World War III, and people are going to be very vulnerable at that point, right? Who would be super surprised or upset if Elon Musk just held a press conference and took off his fucking mask and was like, I'm a fucking alien, we're here. I think name a better way to introduce aliens to the planet. What would be a less abrasive way for people to find out there's fucking aliens?
I mean, that's a pretty good way.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Elon Musk, I mean, let's just talk about Elon Musk for a second. The guy, over the past 10 years, has, I mean, technologically, there's nobody who's touching this guy. I mean, SpaceX, literally NASA's using his fucking rockets now. His cars fucking drive themselves, and they don't even run on gas. They just, you plug it into your fucking house, and they drive you somewhere.
Right into your USB port.
He's creating a brain chip that goes into your fucking brain, the Neuralink, that's going to connect your fucking head to fucking the internet, basically. And you're just going to basically be like, like, what's the fucking square root of 963? And you're going to know it right away. I mean, my point is this. If he's not a fucking alien, what the fuck is he? Yeah, exactly. And you see what I'm saying? And my point is this. I don't think there's a better scenario for them to introduce aliens. And all right, so if you guys aren't familiar, there's a guy named Bob Lazar, and he is a fucking maniac who supposedly used to work at like some secretive base on like Area 51 type shit, claims to have worked on little spaceships that they fucking recovered and try to like cross-engineer, reverse-engineer.
Yeah.
The guy is very credible compared to a lot of the fucking kooks and whacks that fucking talk about this shit. And I just feel like his fucking theory is like, the aliens are here, they work with us, they give us shit. That's how over the past 60 years we've come so far. Look how far we've come in 60 years. We've had this explosion of technology, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Elon Musk is right now in 2022 the forefront of all this technology shit right now, pretty much. You know, he's one of them for sure.
I think so.
I'd say him, Zuckerberg, all these fucking, you know, soulless zombies walking around are fucking aliens. And I'm serious. I think they're all fucking aliens, and I think they're gonna hold a press conference like the world's about to blow each other up, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, listen,
Before you do that,
pause, fam. Peep this real quick." And people are gonna be like completely unfazed. Like they've seen worse on Euphoria, the TV show on HBO. Have you seen this?
no, not
Euphoria?
One time. Not one time.
Here's a whole nother fucking topic. So this show Euphoria needs to be stopped or something. Like I don't know what's going on here. It's psychotic that people are teenagers. It's like the new Laguna Beach for teenagers.
Oh my god,
And it's just, transvestites fucking people's dads, fucking, all sorts of wild shit, bro. Like 17-year-olds doing fentanyl, fucking.
Oh my god.
It's just like, it's like if Maury and fucking, I don't even know, bro. I really don't even know. It's the worst possible things you can imagine your kids growing up and being influenced by. And this is like the number one fucking show in America right now. Like,
Wow.
These kids are all watching, people twerking on TikTok and watching fucking Euphoria. And I'm just tired of it, bro. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. I'm sick and tired of these slobs. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. I had to watch a show. I've been hearing nothing about this fucking show. I started watching the show like 4 episodes in. I'm like, bro, this is what the youth is. This is what we're doing here? It's psychotic.
So.
It's psychotic. These people need to be stopped. The aliens need to come. Elon Musk needs to take his fucking mask off. Because I'm fucking tired here, bro. I really got to tell you. I really am. I'm fucking tired here. And I miss my whole dad, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, I just burned the whole dab away.
Wow. You were passionate. It's okay.
Yeah, but anyway, it's the whole thing's the fucking Truman Show. My life's the Truman Show, so it's to be expected at this fucking point. Yeah, by the way, I mean, I this is another thing I truly believe. I think in some alternate fucking universe or galaxy, they're watching me. They like these cameras are nothing. There's cameras everywhere. They're watching me. There's no other explanation for my life. I think. Have you seen the Truman Show? You know what the Truman Show is?
Yeah, I've seen it.
My life is loosely the Truman Show.
You think so?
I really do to some degree. I mean, the things I deal with, the normal human does not deal with.
Give me an example.
I'm going to give you an example. So this past weekend, I went out with my boy Steve, right? And, we go out.
Yeah, there you go.
I haven't seen him in a fucking while. We're catching up. We're driving out. He goes, bro, you're not going to believe this. He has a video on his phone. We're going to a restaurant. It's cash only, right? Rob Keys. You ever heard of Rob Keys?
Yes.
It's the best.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to Rob Keys. It's cash only. He went to go get fucking cash. Guy goes to Bank of America. Some NPC fucking brain dead old broad with 4 Cocker Spaniels on foot walks up to the fucking ATM where he's trying to get fucking cash from.
Yeah.
Walks right in front of him with 4 Cocker Spaniels, sits there for 20 fucking minutes. 20 minutes, this fucking psychotic bitch is sitting there, pressing buttons, looking at the receipt, doesn't know what the cash is, if the receipt is. It was like a broken NPC. It was like a non-playable character that was just like broken. Like the code was broken.
Like a Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, but it was like
Yeah.
like it was there was a fault to it.
Oh my god.
So that's how the night starts.
All right.
It gets so much worse.
Solid start so far.
And this is just very typical.
Yeah.
And the only reason he's having a problem is because he's meeting me for dinner and we need the cash.
Yeah.
So he stands there for fucking 20 minutes. He's late. I pick him up. We're driving there. All sorts of bozos on the road the whole way there. Fucking every schmuck on the planet Earth is driving in front of me. He's like, yo, you can't make this shit up. We get to the fucking restaurant, bro. I'm just going to give you the real backstory. Real backstory is kid from our high school who we both mutually know through people works there at the restaurant, right? And this guy just makes believe he don't even know us. He knows us. He damn well knows us. He knows us well, right? He's embarrassed to know us, if you had to ask me. It's like that. And he just pretends. He just pretends. And every time I get there, the first person I fucking have to see is him. So I walk into this place, and the first person I see is him. And Steve turns around and looks at me. I'm laughing. Here we go again. He's the fucking maitre d' that night.
Ooh.
So there's a crazy fucking influx in line of people trying to get into the restaurant. Me and him are standing there. Lady walks right in fucking front of us. He walks right past us, goes to the lady who was behind us. Hey, let me take your name and get you into a table. Right past us. Me and him are already looking at each other like, are you fucking serious? Here we go already with this fucking guy. He comes over and goes, hey, guys, hey, buddies, what's up, pals? Let me get you on the list here. And he's like, what's your names? I'm like, we look at each other. You know our fucking names. You know our fucking names. Why are you fucking playing dumb, stupid? I don't have time for this shit. Just write our fucking names down and get us a fucking table already. We come here all the time. And then he says it. Oh, like, you guys come here all the time? Like, we'll make sure we get you in there. Yeah, we know we come here all the time. You know us since high school, jerk off. Anywho, fucking guy, after 45 minutes of standing there like a fucking asshole, finally comes over, brings us to a fucking table, splits up a 4-person table into a 2-person and a 2-person. Sits us and sits the people behind us right next to each other. There's fucking 30 inches between us, tops. Less than 2 feet for sure, in between us.
Oh, boy.
We're just hearing each other's conversations, everything. Me and Steve look at each other like, yo, let's just fucking order and get the fuck out of here because it's going to take forever and we're going to a show. We were on our way to a show.
Gotcha.
Right? We're going to a fucking magic show. Justin Willman. You ever saw Magic for Humans on Netflix?
No, not one time.
Guy's good.
Imagine knowing nothing.
Yeah, imagine knowing nothing. But I'll tell you, listen, I'm not like a magic guy. This guy's not like pulling rabbits out of hats. This guy does like wild shit and like funny shit. He's like a new school kind of fucking magician. Anyway, we order the app and the entree and our drinks all at once. Hurry up. That's, you know, as a waiter, if you order the fucking app, the entree, the drinks, it's like, yo, listen, they're in a fucking rush. Let's get it going, right?
Take the hint.
This jerk off next to us gets the drinks before us. They ordered the same app as us. 5 or 10 minutes after us, they get the app before us. They get the food before us. The fucking maitre d' who knows us but acts like you don't know us is walking by, bumping into us, tapping me on the shoulder, talking to us, telling us which specials to get. We don't need to know. Leave me the fuck alone, bro. It's the Truman Show.
Yeah.
And it gets so much worse. Ange, you ready for this? So we finally get the fuck out of there. We finally get down to fucking Huntington Village. And there's not one spot. I'm driving around for 20 minutes like a fucking asshole. There's not one fucking spot anywhere. I'm in parking lots. I'm going up and down side streets. There's not one fucking spot. So I go to the Ivy, which is this new up-and-coming spot. Restaurant, bar.
Okay.
Steve knows the owners over there. We've been there a few times. Nice spot. They did a great job over there. And he was like, listen, we're going to come. Our plan was we were going to stop there for a drink after the show anyway. He's like, let's just park the car here. We'll go in, we'll have a drink. Then we'll go to the show. And then the car's here. We'll take an Uber back and make it simple. I said, yeah, no problem. Let's just do that. It's better than fucking driving around looking for a spot.
Makes sense.
So we do it. We get in the fucking Uber. I think he's fucking Ukrainian. I'm not kidding. I think he's fucking Ukrainian. Right? He's got a crazy Ukrainian accent, and he won't say a word. We got in the car. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? He's like a non-player character. He's an NPC. No, soulless. You're looking at the dead eyes. Not one sound, not one peep. We're trying to make conversation with him. He doesn't even fucking move. We get to the spot. There's a line out the fucking door. Steve's in law enforcement. He walks over to the security guard, brings us upstairs, gets us in, yada, yada, yada. Finally get in. Go to the fucking usher. Here's my tickets. Where am I? Walks us over to a seat. There's some brat, some 8-year-old fucking brat. Why? I don't know why you're at a fucking adult show at 9 o'clock at night, but 8-year-old brat and his fucking retard mother sitting in our seats. And the usher goes, I'm sorry, ma'am, but these are these gentlemen's seats. She takes out her phone. She's pointing to him, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, that says D. That's 4 rows behind this. This is row A. Angelo, there's no exaggeration. The show had already started. They stood there for 5 minutes arguing with the fucking usher about the seats. Finally, the usher's like, ma'am, like, you got to get up. These guys are standing here. These people can't even see. People behind them couldn't even see because we're standing there blocking everyone's view like idiots. Wow. They're talking to the fathers behind them. We switch seats. I switch seats with them. I'm talking. You can't make this shit up. They finally move. The guy is with the daughter. The wife and the son are behind them now. We're in front of them. The show starts. The daughter, who's probably 6 or 7, is just screaming. Everything he says, she's answering, but screaming like hoping he hears it. Everything he says, every word the guy says, she's answering it, screaming it into me and Steve's eardrums. Then she says she has an empty fucking water bottle. She's just crunching it. in my fucking ear the whole fucking show. The entire show. The parents don't say a word. The parents don't even fucking parent. These parents are not parents. They're fucking NPCs with children. It's psychotic. These people, it's psychotic.
I'm literally dying.
But I'm not kidding you. This is light work on the Truman Show. Light work. This is light work. This is just a average day in the Truman Show.
Yeah.
And all my friends know about this. All my friends, they're on board with it. They come out with me. They're like, I don't even have to say it. Things happen in front of us, and they just go, Truman Show.
Yeah.
I try to go on a ferry, the ferry breaks down. I try to get on a bus, the bus breaks down. I try to go to a car, the traffic fucking stops me.
Oh.
I try to get on a train, the train breaks down. That's the Truman Show. That's what I'm really dealing with here. Wow. And yeah, I'm not kidding. It's just, it's appalling at this point. They're rubbing it in my face. They're like, oh yeah, he knows, and we're just going to keep on testing him to the furthest ability we could test. They're just testing. They're testing me. I'm being tested.
Sounds like they're
Yeah, no, I'm being tested.
You're definitely being watched. It's really weird.
I'm telling you right now, bro, I might as well tape myself because they're taping me either way.
It does sound like it.
I'm telling you, bro, you can't make these every situation where something can go completely awry, it goes awry. There's always going to be some NPC fucking up my day because that's how they planned it. That's how all the fucking cars, they just weave right in front of me as I'm trying to drive, you know?
You're the guy in the middle.
I'm just the guy that they're testing. Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, but it's real. It's a real life scenario.
Yeah. Well, did you have a good time at least?
I mean, yeah, we had a good time. I mean, we always have a good time. Rob Keys is the best.
Yeah.
They're the absolute best. Class acts over there. They're the best. Their food is top notch. Some of the best fucking Italian food on the island, no question.
All right.
And then the Ivy was fun. You know, we always have a good time over there. It was packed though. It was fucking jammed. It was jammed up over there.
Who was playing?
We went to the Paramount. It was Justin Willman. He has a magic show. Yeah, and then I mean, he was pretty good. I mean, his most impressive trick, I would say, was he was asking all random people in the crowd, "What's your favorite number? What's your favorite number? What's your favorite number? What's your lucky number?" And he had some dude on stage that he picked randomly out of the crowd with his phone. "What's your favorite number? 8 times. What's your favorite number? 12 times. What's your favorite number?" And he asked so however many people, they all give a different number. He says, "All right, so what's the final number?" He writes it on a board, right?
Yeah.
It's 3, 05, 22, 10, 02. That's the number. And everybody was just like, all right, so like, what's so special about that? He's like, today is March 03. Today's the 5th, 05. Today is 2022, 22. He said, and it's 10:02. Good night.
What?
And that's how we ended the show. And it was fucking pretty nuts, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. And the other best shit he did was, and this shit was funny. He brings 2 guys on stage. He says, listen, I'm going to teach you guys how to read each other's minds. He goes, but to do that, I have to ask this guy questions without you being able to hear it so that you could come back and be able to read his mind for the answers. So he goes, I'm going to take you out of the room. I'm going to ask this guy questions, and then you come back, and we'll do it. Okay. So he takes one guy out of the room. He has him ushered out of the room upstairs. He goes, all right, guys, so here's the story. Here's what we're going to do. He's like, we're about to fuck with this guy. He's like, we're going to convince him that he's invisible. So what he does is he has the guy on stage. All right, so he sets up the whole situation. This is how it pans out.
Yeah.
He brings the other guy back. He asks them the questions. The crowd just plays along with it. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like every time he has an answer and he guesses the right answer, the guy plays along like, I can't believe it. And the whole crowd plays along like, holy shit, like I can't believe it. So he's already believing now. Like, holy shit, like this guy's doing it. Then he says, all right, well, we've gone this far and I've never got 3 in a row. So let me try this. Sometimes I can make this happen. I'm going to make you disappear. And he puts 2 sheets over the guys while they're sitting in a chair. And the second he puts a sheet on both of them, he taps the other one that he told on the shoulder, takes the sheet off him. He runs behind the curtain. He goes 1, 2, 3, pulls the sheets off. The guy's gone. And everybody's like, holy shit. The whole crowd's losing their mind playing along, make believe it. And the kid, he believes it. The kid's hype. He's wild. He's like hype on himself. Like, yo, I'm fucking invisible. Like, he really believes this shit. And the crowd's like, holy shit. Like, wow. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to make you guys reappear. He puts sheets back on him. The kid runs out. He takes the thing off. Boom. The kid's sitting there. The kid can't fucking believe it. He can't fucking believe it. And the best part is he had his girlfriend take pictures while he was gone of him like standing there like this with no one sitting in the seats, but he took the pictures while it was happening, and then he shows him like, look, you were fucking invisible. The kid was hype, bro. So yeah, it was pretty. Like, listen, the guy, the show was pretty fucking good. It was definitely interesting to say the least. It was not your average magic show.
Yeah,
you know.
It sounds dope.
Yeah, it was cool for something to do. You know, we wanted to go out to eat anyway, and yeah, it was a good time. But part of the Truman Show, all part of the fucking Truman Show.
Yeah,
you know, and that's that.
To get there. Like a little adventure you got going on there.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe this week we'll get our first guest on. We got a bunch of people flying in, bozos and fucking rats from all over the fucking country are flying in here, driving in here, taking trains in here from all over the fucking place. Having a big party on Saturday. Don't mind me. I'm just cracking a little Can It All Be So Simple Equilibrium Answer Collab Wu-Tang joint for Wu Wednesday. You know little Wu-Tang
Just a
vibe.
little something. All right.
Crack a little beer.
Cool, man.
So what else, bro?
Not much, man. You know, it's I'm running out of dabs, and
Maybe don't talk about that, or else people are gonna get angry.
it's true.
People are gonna get real fucking upset. People, you know, people are so soft nowadays, and I know that this is gonna be a constant topic because, like, it's just there's just always a reason to be like nervous or overly neurotic or overly sensitive or overly just upset about things that really, let's be honest, they don't fucking matter. None of this shit matters, bro. I don't understand how people.
You or I.
Here's the thing, bro. You could say whatever the fuck. There's not one thing you could possibly say on earth. There's not one thing. I don't care how offensive it is. It's not. I'm not going to be offended by it. I'm going to be like, all right, that's a weird take. Like, you're a weird. I'll probably think that's a weird guy, or he's a fucking jerk off, or whatever. But I'm not. It's not going to personally hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
But people nowadays is just automatically go straight to that.
Crazy.
It's really crazy. It really is crazy.
Right away.
It's the first reaction, knee-jerk reaction. Let's get fucking crazy.
And you won't be the first or last person to talk about any of these things.
No, I won't. Like, I'm sure somebody else in this world thinks Elon Musk is a fucking alien. There has to. I can't be the only one who's come to this conclusion.
I mean, you're selling me on it.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, and I.
Like, he could be the head guy.
Circling back to that,
he could be the head alien.
he really could be the head fucking alien. That guy,
The only,
the big boss man.
Yeah.
He's the one.
The whole galaxy.
And I feel like, what's more believable than that? That he's just a regular ass human? No, thank you. I'm not buying. Not buying. That's like a 20-leg parlay. No good. Not doing it.
I feel like if he pulled the mask off, he'd be like 12 feet tall.
12 feet tall?
Huge.
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 Nah, I think he's even smaller. I think he's like, you know, in like Men in Black where he's like a little guy inside of like the whole body. Like, I feel like he's tiny. I feel like he's like this big.
That's good.
And he drives like, you know, a little fucking sphere.
He's got the alien like Tesla body.
Yeah. No, but seriously, bro, the amount of technology that guy by himself has brought into our world in the past, call it 10 years, is fucking insane, bro.
I agree.
It doesn't make sense. There's no logic to it. There's no logic to how fast that guy's been moving. I mean, he legitimately is on the cusp of putting chips in people's brains and turning your brain into some kind of supercomputer.
Yeah, I agree. He's
and
gonna do something crazy.
And I really feel like, listen, if the government or world powers or whoever or somebody is in cahoots with aliens,
yeah,
what would be a more believable scenario? What would be a more logistical scenario for these people to expose themselves? Like, have a public figure who people like, who has proven himself as, let's call it, a good human. Like, he had this thing recently where the World Health Organization basically challenged him, like, billionaires need to step up. You guys have so much money, and if you just like $5 billion from you guys, and we could solve world hunger. And he basically said, like, show me the paperwork. You prove to me that you show me 5 billion cures it, I'll give you 5 billion. Word around town is he just donated 5.7 billion because they showed him some shit and he was like, all right, here it is. He bucked up with it. My point is this. If there was anyone on Earth who would be a more believable alien, let me fucking know, bro. There's some maybe freaks out there who'd be like, maybe that's an alien, but like, I'm talking about seriously, like the guy could be a fucking alien. He really could. And I really feel like if he came out at some press conference and was like, yo, I'm an alien, nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would even, everyone would be like, yeah, makes sense.
I think people would be cool with it.
No one would be scared, nothing.
No,
and that's,
would be cool with it.
And I feel like there's no other way that you can make aliens known to man and not have people freak out if it's not a situation like that. So like, it makes sense. Like you slowly over 10 years wean this guy into public eye, and next thing you know, you're like, all right, he's an alien.
Crazy.
Right? It's a wild thought, but it's believable.
I kind of believe it.
I know. Me too.
I'm
like in the back of my mind, I'm like fingers crossed, like, yo, just come on, Elon, bro. Come out like a closeted, you know, come out.
Come on out. Be the little man in the chest.
I just want to see that it's real. Because we know there's something going on.
It sounds like it.
If it's not, then it's just like the government. All right, here's the thing. The government has crazy technology we don't even know about. That's 100% fact. There's no debating that, right?
I think so.
Now, here's the thing. Did they develop that themselves and they're not sharing it? Or were they given this technology or taught this technology and that's why they're not putting it out? It's because, like, let's say we had a teleporter today. They couldn't just give that to somebody. People would be robbing the Mona Lisa. People would be doing all sorts of shit. But the aliens could have that technology. And they could have given it to us, but are they going to give it to you? No.
How much?
How much are they going to give you? They'll give you a cell phone, though, with a supercomputer in your fucking pocket now. You know? And, like, you got to... Dude, we went from... I don't know, bro. Over the past, call it 10, 15 years, there's just been such an explosion that we're witnessing in technology that it's kind of hard to believe that this is just the natural course.
They're going to come out with some wild shit in the years to come.
If World War III happens, I think, like, the aliens are either like, yeah, we here and, like, we ain't having this shit, or they're coming down like, yeah, no, fam. Like, y'all got to fall back, chill out. Because unless they want us to destroy ourselves.
Yeah.
They might be like, let them destroy themselves.
They're too dumb.
They're too stupid. Let's just wipe them clean and try to start over again. I think there's a solid chance that over the entire course of history that like they've probably let that happen multiple times. Like, all right, let's wipe. It's like when I cut my beard down to a 2 and you let it come back. It's like, let's just wipe humanity down to a fucking 2 and let it come back. Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a very good analogy. It's solid. I think it's solid. I think, wow.
Yeah, I know. Mind-blowing shit. But yeah, so the fucking event's on Saturday. We'll try to get some footage for that. Maybe we'll put it on the YouTube channel of just like Rats Acting Wild. We'll be getting crazy, talking shit.
But to see some good chugs out there, you know.
Yeah, it'll just be it'll be some good content, I'm sure. And we'll throw maybe some highlights up or something like that. Maybe we'll try to get an episode in with some fucking bozos who are here. If they're here early, try to get 1 or 2 of them in here.
I think it'd be.
It'd be good, you know, have guys from outside of the fucking area come in. And,
that are in the community.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
have some 8-bit guys in here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and just slowly but surely we'll start to work in some more people in here and keep it, fresh and not just me ranting every single week. Well, I'll be ranting, but maybe with somebody else.
The people like that, though.
Yeah.
They like it. Don't get it confused.
Yeah, until they try to fucking cancel culture me. That's that. I'm just waiting.
TikTok took a lot of my videos down. I put up.
Let's talk about that for a second. TikTok,
crazy.
We put up within 24 hours.
Not within seconds.
Dude, how is the algorithm?
And it was for for using cannabis.
I know,
Not
which
the
is
cursing, not the other, nothing else.
No, I thought you said it was abusive language.
Oh yeah,
abusive language and drug
that
use.
Abusive language. That's what it was.
Abusive language and drug use. Okay.
Not permitted in everyone's like area as being
Okay,
legal.
but it is legal here, and I'm a grown ass man, perfectly capable of doing it legally. So why are you harassing me?
I don't know.
Because they're peasants. That's why.
That's a question for.
Because they're
Elon
fucking
Musk.
peasants acting like aristocrats. That's why. And I'm fucking tired, Angelo. I'm fucking tired of it.
I agree. I don't blame you.
But yeah, they flagged all our shit, deleted all of our shit. Basically, we can't use TikTok unless you're bleeping out everything I say and blurring the Puffco rig.
3D bang.
I'm not allowed to fucking drink beer either. Is that what, I mean, how does that work? Am I not allowed to fucking drink a beer too?
I don't think anyone would have cared if it was just beer. Only.
So beer's perfectly fine. It ruins everybody's life. More people die from beer on a mass scale than cannabis every single year.
It's more socially acceptable.
Even though it kills tremendous amount of more people.
Even though it doesn't matter.
Correct.
They're not looking at that.
No,
They're
it's just
looking at
TikTok, Chinese Republic, socialism algorithms telling me what I can and cannot do as a grown-ass man when they got 7-year-olds twerking in a fucking belly shirt on TikTok. No fucking problem, right?
Crazy.
Isn't that some shit?
Scary.
Psychotic.
Scary.
It's a fucking psychotic world.
I agree.
I mean, that might be the one good thing I'll say Trump ever did.
Which is?
Try to cancel TikTok.
All right. You think it would help the world more?
100% he was onto something there.
Okay.
And honestly, you know my views. I'm not a political guy. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm like barely middle. I call myself an ascended centrist. Because, look, there's right, there's left, there's up, there's down, there's middle. But then there's like above middle. Like height-wise, there's levels to this shit too. Like, where are you height-wise on the chart? People don't talk about that. So I call myself an ascended centrist because I kind of like look around at everything and pick little pieces here or there and the other place, like what makes sense in general, not to your side or your cause or my cause, just in general.
Makes sense.
So I just find it hard to agree with most things any of them say. Like, it's hard to find any point that it's like, yeah, I could agree with that. One of the very few things I feel like Trump ever did where I was like, yeah, you got my full support on that is the TikTok thing. He wanted to fucking cancel TikTok. China controls it. They're fucking with our youth. In China, TikTok, they show all the kids science and math and fucking, all sorts of fucking shit that makes them smarter and better humans. Here, it's like, here's fucking 7-year-olds twerking to a song about drugs. What are we doing here? How does this make sense? Why are the parents finding this acceptable? My mom would have back in the day, I'd listen to Wu-Tang, my mom would lose she would snap my CDs, throw my cassettes out. I used to steal, bro, I used to go to fucking Sam Goody and steal a Wu-Tang album once a week because I knew my mom was going to.
Sam Goody.
Yeah, bro. Wow. Sam Goody, Blockbuster, Tower Records, any of these spots back in the day. If I was in there, I was like snagging a Wu-Tang because my mom wouldn't let me have it. She would, if I did have it, she'd find it, she'd break it.
Yeah.
I was always grabbing a new one so I'd have it. And I got to tell you, bro, like, there's no difference between that and this, but the only difference is, like, our parents had fucking morals and values and, like, upheld them back in the day. And now it's just like, oh, like, watch Euphoria and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And they're watching Rue get, like, eaten out by a 17-year-old trans girl, and they're getting taught that's perfectly normal for high school. And it's like, is it going on in high school? Yes. Is it something that should be, like, dramatized and celebrated in some kind of national spotlight on a TV show for teens to be watching and learning from? Probably not. I don't know. Like, literally a big premise of the show is like this trans girl moves into town and like the most popular guy in school, his dad fucks her and records it on camera. And this is the premise of the show.
Okay. I've never seen it before.
In what fucking world is that like something that we should be showing teenagers, like impressionable young adults, 13 to 15, call it. Like, and this is probably like the most popular show in America for these kids. Like, It's like I said, it's like the new Laguna Beach, but like instead of like arguing over like who had the best Fendi bag, they're arguing over like who's fucking whose dad and who's a transvestite and who's a whatever. I don't even know half the shit I was watching. Like, I was just mind blown by the whole thing. The whole thing is just really, it's frightening.
We got to go back to the Disney Channel sometimes.
Bro, I watched Disney Channel as a grown-ass adult, bro.
Same.
I watched Star Wars and Marvel and all that shit, bro. Let kids watch that shit.
Let's go back to Tailspin, the gummy bears. I don't know if you remember.
Gummy bears?
You never seen that? You take the gummy berry juice.
The fuck is the gummy bears, bro? You eat gummy bears. This is a fucking...
That's a show.
No.
Yes. Fire.
What?
Yes. They used to fight the humans all the time.
I'm with the Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock's fire too, bro.
Fraggle Rock was hard.
Those are all 80s shows, though.
I know.
80s.
I liked Alf.
You remember,
but now
DuckTales,
now they're watching trans girls fuck the popular football players' fathers.
Guess that's cool. I don't know.
I guess. To who? Not me. I don't think it's acceptable to be finding ways to, like, bro. It's not even. It's worse than celebrated. Like, the main character of the show is a terrible drug addict. She's like 16 years old, going in and out of fucking rehab. Mm-hmm. At 17 years old, she's like literally on the verge of killing herself from taking fentanyl every day. Jeez. These kids are gonna be tempted enough at school.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking show them it's like okay, and like you could be okay if you do it. Like, why are we? I don't know, dude. Yes. I don't know, bro.
It's like training videos.
It's training. It's training people to be pieces of shit.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
It is pretty. When you put it into perspective, bro, it's fucking wild.
I'd rather.
And I'm fucking tired of it.
The National Geographic by Will Smith. That was fire. If you've ever seen it.
The other thing about that show is like it's a million dicks all over the place, bro. They're just dropping dicks one after another, and I'm like, bro, like, easy, like enough. We get the point, bro. You don't have to show a dick every other scene. It's fucking nuts. I'm tired, bro. I'm fucking tired, bro. Oh my God. And all I hear is motherfuckers talking about this show lately. So it's like I had to watch it.
I haven't heard of it.
Well, now you have. Now. And yeah, and it's bro, do yourself a favor. Don't even fucking go down that rabbit hole. It's a fucking hellhole.
I watch YouTube videos on how to video edit.
Yeah, well, it's better. Better off that way. You're better off. If kids were doing that, they'd be better off too, because they'd be learning life skills instead of how to fuck weird fucking, gender fluid fucking weirdos on fucking camera in front of their dad or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it's a little.
When we were kids, the whole gender fluid thing wasn't even like a thing. It was like, no, like there's guys, there's girls, and then there's like cross dressers and stuff. Mm-hmm. Now it's like there's 152 genders. Like, I don't know, dude. And like, I get it. Like, it's 2022. Like, I guess people are like much more comfortable with sexuality in general or whatever. But to take it to these like wild extremes so frequently, regularly, like it all, let's be honest, it all started with Caitlyn Jenner. When they brought Caitlyn Jenner into the spotlight, everything fucking, it was a snowball effect. And the next thing you know, 13-year-olds were on hormones. Ooh. When we were kids, we didn't know anybody, call it under the age of 18, who was getting hormones, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they were like dressing funny in school. Maybe they had blue hair and piercings and whatever the fuck else. They were expressing themselves how they could.
Exactly.
But they were not fucking getting hormones from a doctor prescribed at 13 years old to become a different gender.
Yeah.
And it all started with the Caitlyn Jenner time.
You think so?
I do.
Okay.
I think that was the tipping point where it became completely socially acceptable to just, like, you're 13 and you're having a gender crisis, just go ahead and shoot hormones.
Because more from an influential person that
made
it more easier for those
people.
Think
about it. They made her the woman. What a slap in the face to real women. That year where she came out, they made her Woman of the Year. They named her Woman of the Year.
Yeah.
What a slap in the face of real women who their entire lives worked to try to be Woman of the Year, and then a dude starts dressing like a woman one day, and you give that dude the Woman of the Year over, like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how does that make sense? I don't know. The same thing, like, this is another hot topic that keeps coming up, is like trans women in sports.
Oh, yeah.
How is that socially acceptable to have a grown-ass man who took a certain amount of female hormones and is now allowed to punch her in the face? Ooh. Like, because women's UFC, it's going to get to a point where, like, oh, if you test under a certain testosterone and above a certain, there's going to be hormone levels that they're testing, and it's like, if you're in this range, you're allowed to fight. Jeez. But do you think that's normal? Like, that a guy who spent 7/8 of his adult life becoming a man and then overnight flipped a switch and said, now I want to punch women in the face? I don't think that's okay or normal. I don't think that's acceptable. I don't think most people would find that acceptable. I mean, I don't think women who are real natural born women are going to be okay with letting someone who's much stronger, much bigger, much more muscle density, punching them in the face in a sport that's meant for somebody not built like that.
But on paper,
you have a certain characteristic hormone panel-wise that allows you to do that. I don't think it makes sense. I'm sorry. I don't think it makes sense. I think you got to draw a line somewhere. We talked about this last time. There's lines with everything, bro. You got to draw a line fucking somewhere. Mm-hmm. Nobody cares what they're doing behind closed door. Nobody cares how they dress. No one cares how they act. No one cares what they do with their life. But, bro, you can't be crossing lines into, like, women's sports as that. I'm sorry, bro. You got a cock.
It's different.
You got a whole cock, bro. You can't be punching women in the face, bro. I'm sorry. Simple as that.
Yeah, I was told not to hit women.
I don't know, dude. The sports thing is touchy with me because, like, I just don't understand. Like, it's fundamental. There's a reason why they split men and women in sports and stuff like that. Yeah. There's a clear reason why we do that. I don't know why it makes it okay just because, like, you're taking a certain hormone.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like that's green light, punch him in the face.
But getting punched in the face by a dude, like...
That's, dude, big time damage could happen. Like, they're not...
It's rough.
They're not,
It's rough.
What else can I say?
What if, like, Chuck Liddell wanted to become a woman in his prime?
That's what I'm saying.
And then fights other women.
So you spent...
He was a beast.
7/8 of your life training as a full-blown man.
Yes.
You say, hey, I'm going to turn into a woman today. Mm-hmm. You start shooting hormones. You get to a certain hormone level. You're still the same person. You're just maybe a little lower on the testosterone level, which, like, okay, yeah, maybe a little of that, whatever, extra strength and rage, whatever we want to call it, that gives you. Yeah. Takes a little of the edge off, right? It doesn't change physically overnight who the fuck you are. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think, I just don't think it's fair. And I feel like they should have their own division. And if there aren't enough people for that division,
got you.
Too bad. Wait till there is.
See, B-Tone's solving the problem.
I think, listen, that's fair. Is like, okay, like a trans division, that's fair.
That's something to think
They're
about.
signed up for that. That's what they want to do. That's perfectly fair.
You know the risks.
Exactly. But I don't think it's fair to have, like, women who train their entire life to fight women now fight a man who's on hormones.
Yeah,
that's a little over the edge. There's a line there.
That may hurt really bad.
No, not you. Could really fuck someone up.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People get hurt man versus man, woman versus woman. A man versus woman, you're asking for, like, serious brain damage, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is everybody already has brain damage. So
NPCs.
I'm surrounded by NPCs. I think you're an NPC.
Sometimes I am an NPC.
You are. Yeah. You are right now.
I am. And it's okay. The video looks great. You sound really good.
That's what you're programmed to do.
That's it. Beep, beep, beep. That's what I got.
It's good.
Hey, we got a different color this week. I'm really digging.
You're digging the bluish purple tint.
I think it looks.
We'll switch it up. We'll keep it fresh.
Let the people know.
Let us know in the comments. Let us fucking know in the comments section.
Oh, if you know, you know. And if you don't, go to see episode 1.
Well, listen, I don't know how far we're into this, but that's about it for me today. Like I told you, there's no time limits. There's no constraints. This is open, free. everything is
Whenever
open.
you feel like it.
Whatever, when the day, the time, everything is open to negotiations.
That's it.
And that's all I got for you today. So thanks for listening.